feel like for the longest time I've been looking for a name for my subscribers, and you guys, I think I finally have it. What do you guys think about the Slay Squad? And why Slay Squad, you may ask? Because we slay. And we just don't slay, we slay every day, all day. Hey Slay Squad, how y'all doing? So today I look a bit barefaced because I have a product review for you guys, and I will be reviewing the Silisponges. And I know this review is so late and so overdue, but I really still wanted to do it. Plus someone asked me to do it, and when you guys ask, I have to deliver. So I was gifted this by Makeup Addictions KE, and I kid you not, you guys, I have had these Silisponges for like 3 months. They've just been laying on my dressing table, and each time I want to try, I'm like, no, don't do it. You have to have, like, you know, that fast reaction. So yeah, I can't wait to share this with you guys. And this is how it came in this plastic bag, and when you remove it, there's a Silisponge. Clear, and as the name suggests, it is made out of silicone. At the time when they first came, they were going for 350 shillings, and then there was a time they were on offer for you buy any foundation, you get one for free. Right now I'm not exactly sure how much they are, but I will look that up for you guys and put it somewhere. I've still not figured out how to do this thing. It will be somewhere on the screen. And yeah, let's get on to the review. I'm going to do this the exact same way I usually do my makeup routine. So starting off with my rose water, I'm going to use that to prime my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and color correct, and for that I'm going to be using the Illegal Pro Concealer, the orange corrector, and I'm going to use that on my dark circles. So I've just had a thought. How about if we try blend the concealer out with the Silisponge and see how that goes? So the first impression as I do this is it's actually quite easy to get this into the corners of my eyes. I thought it would be harder than this, but it's actually going on really smoothly, and it feels, I'm not sure how to explain this. You know how with a sponge, when it like bounces on your face, this doesn't do that. This kind of like sticks on your face as it blends it out. I'm actually impressed. I like how it has blended everything in. It looks really nice. Moving on to like the main test, and this is the foundation I'll be using today. This is the Illegal Pro Coverage HD foundation, and I actually really like this foundation. If you guys want a review on it, comment down below and let me know. So the first thing I know is that unlike a beauty blender, this will not soak up my product because it's silicone, it's not spongy. It wouldn't soak up my product, and I will need way less foundation. So I'm going to just start off with one pump. That is one pump on the back of my hand. Then I'll just dab this on my face. Then now let's blend it in. I'm going to use this other side because I use this other one for the corrector, and I'm going to just push in the product into my skin. Oh my god, are you guys seeing this? Like, it's going on so smoothly. Can you see that? Like, I actually didn't expect this to work, if I'm being honest. I know I had already watched review of other YouTubers doing this already, but for some reason I didn't expect it to work this well. The person who discovered this, like, go you, girl or boy. I actually think I put too much underneath my eyes. I'm not sure. Maybe if I can just... Oh, you can also do this instead of tapping, just like smearing it all over the skin. And again, it works really well around the eyes. I don't know if I prefer to just like swipe it like that, No, if I swipe, see if I swipe, it kind of leaves these streak lines there. So maybe I just prefer to dab this into the skin instead of swiping it on the skin. Now onto my forehead. This is the product I have left. I'm not sure if it will be enough for my whole forehead because I have a pretty huge forehead. Actually, there is quite an amount left there, so this might actually be more than I need. Yep, definitely way more than I needed. Also, I'm not sure how to really get to my eyebrows. In between, like maybe if you did your foundation before you did you did your eyebrows, you do your foundation first, then it will be much easier because I'm actually struggling not to get this on my eyebrows. And I don't know if it's my forehead that's much darker than the rest of my face, because if you look at this foundation versus like here on my hairline, it looks much lighter, but it matches the rest of my face perfectly. So I don't know if I should have gone maybe a shade darker, but this is usually nothing I can't fix with a bit of contouring. After I contour, you can't even tell it was like this on my forehead. I actually put so much product, I'm struggling to blend it in. So this is how the foundation has applied, and I can't lie you guys, I'm actually impressed. I had very little expectations for this sponge right here, but it's applied my foundation so beautifully. And one more thing, I don't know if it's just me, but this foundation is an illuminating foundation, and by illuminating it just means my face is supposed to look really dewy. So normally when I apply it with like a brush, my face right now usually looks very illuminated and like it's glowing, and this kind of like, I don't know, it made it a bit more subtle. Didn't completely eliminate the illumination, but it made it a bit more manageable, I guess, and I think I prefer it like this, because the other way it's usually like, ooh, it even scares me sometimes, but with this it's applied it so well. Another thing is the amount of foundation I've had to use. I have all this left on the back of my hand. Like, this is so impressive. This little thing has saved me so much foundation. Okay, not really saved me because it's at the back of my hand, but now next time, because I know I don't need that much foundation, I won't use that much, and it has actually covered my face pretty well. You see, everything is covered, as in, this is just so impressive. Also, like, if you can see, it didn't mess up with the coverage of the foundation. Like, usually the beauty blender, I like using beauty blender for like everyday kind of makeup looks, because it kind of soaks up product, so not all of it goes onto your face, and it gives you much less coverage normally. But this, like, if your foundation is full coverage, it will remain full coverage, and I kind of want to build this up with what's left on my face and just see what will happen. It actually still goes on well, like it just packs on the foundation without any issues. So you usually have like maybe a medium coverage foundation which you like to build up to become full coverage, the Silisponge still got you. I actually really like this, you guys. And then another thing is that I know washing this won't be a struggle. The way I hate washing beauty blenders, like, I'm sure I can wipe this with a wet wipe and it will be clean. Another thing I'm really curious about is if this thing will be able to contour my face, so let's see how it performs. Like clean it off a bit. I'll take my wet wipe here and see what happens. It's actually coming off really easily. Then I'm going to follow it up with the tissue just to dry it off. And you guys, it's clean. Like, I can use this again without feeling as if I'm putting so much dirt back on my face. Yeah, really clean. So I'm going to use the Black Opal Stick Foundation in Suede Mocha as usual, and I'm going to go for my forehead, my cheeks. If we're being honest, expect this to blend really well on my forehead, but I don't think it will perform so well around my cheeks. Like, I don't know, I don't think it's built to go around my cheeks well. So yeah, as expected, it's actually blending my forehead well. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but my hairline is struggling. If you guys can suggest something I can try, please leave it down in the comment section and I'll appreciate it so much. I've tried castor oil, it hasn't worked. I've tried emu oil, still hasn't worked. And I use coconut oil, it's not helping either. So if you guys know anything that can bring back my edges, that sounds like a hashtag bring back Wabosha's edges. So if you guys know anything I can try, like help a sister out, tell me what I can put on my edges and bring them back. Then onto my cheeks. You want to blend it always upwards. You don't want to bring your contour too far down. I don't know, I don't think it's meant to do your contouring, but it's actually not doing too bad. Maybe it's just because I'm used to squeezing the beauty blender and then getting in there, because I feel like it's leaving me with a line. Okay, so definitely blending out the contour was way harder than the foundation, but I don't think it's done too badly, because I can go out like this and not feel like everyone is looking at me because I look crazy. Sure, that's a contour. I wish I could also try this with the highlight, but my highlight is cream to powder, so I'm not exactly sure how to do this. I don't know, like I can try because, well, we're trying stuff today, so let me grab it and then I'll be right back. So this is what I usually use to highlight my face, and it's the Floma Cream to Powder Foundation in the shade 301, K301, and this is how it looks like. So I'm not sure how to do this. I think maybe I can like swipe on the foundation and then put it on my face. You see there, the forehead is where you can tell that it's actually a lighter shade. On my under my eyes, you couldn't tell that it was a highlight shade. And this is actually working. Just picking it off and dabbing it on my forehead. Then you see around here, I'm just going to change sides and then blend that with the contour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the rest of my face, nothing too major, and then I'm going to come back and give you my final thoughts on this. Finished off my makeup, nothing too major because it's literally 8:30 p.m. and I'm not trying to do my makeup, then wash it off and go straight to bed. So that's the finished look, and the foundation still looking very beautiful, and my highlight packing. Yes. Okay, so my final thoughts on the Silisponge. Number one is that this tiny thing saves you so much product. As you saw, I didn't even use one whole pump of this. So when you're using this, that's one thing to note. Don't put too much foundation on. Number two, this thing is so easy to clean. Like the fact that it cleans so easily already is like 20 points on my book. Because in between, I did my I actually did my correcting, cleaned it off. No, I didn't clean it after correcting. Okay, no, I did my foundation and then I cleaned it off, and then I contoured, cleaned it off again, and then I highlighted, cleaned it off again, and now I've cleaned it another time. And as you can see, like if I give you this to use, you wouldn't feel like, oh my god, yuck. A disadvantage that I saw with the silicone sponge is that, okay, it was an advantage that it doesn't soak up product, but it's also a disadvantage because if you put too much, you know, when you use a beauty blender after your application, it helps remove all the excess product. This won't do that, so it's very easily to go out with so much foundation on your face that you don't even need. So that's a slight disadvantage, but I think if you know that you don't need so much foundation, this is like a good way to go. If I could summarize my thoughts on my sleeping sponge, get it. Do not sleep on the Silisponge. Can you guys hear my stomach, guy? So do not sleep on the Silisponge. Definitely get it. It is one, affordable, two, very easy to clean, and three, easy to use. Like, this thing is impressive. So that's it for the 6th video. If you guys want me to review anything else, drop it down in the comment section below and I'll definitely do it for you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe down below. Until next time, bye.